Hello and welcome to another episode of 2 Minute Tuesday. We're on Tuesdays, I do 2-minute videos on Tuesdays and they last for 2 minutes. You know the drill by now. So in today's video we are going to be talking about intermittent fasting. I'm going to just say it as fasting throughout the video only because I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing intermittent correctly. Hope I am, otherwise I've just made a complete fool of myself. So throughout the video you're going to learn and understand what fasting is and what it isn't, and how you can apply it into your daily routine and make some serious fat loss gains. So first let's understand what fasting is. So fasting is going through periods, long periods of not eating. So fasts can last from anywhere between sort of 12 to 16 to 18 hours. So for example, a 16-hour fast would be if you consumed your last meal on 8 p.m. on a Tuesday and then your next meal on 12 p.m. on a Wednesday. Now what people mistake fasting for is that they think that if they fast they're going to automatically lose body fat, and in hindsight they will. Now what I mean by this is that if you're still eating too many calories come the end of the day, whether you're fasting or not, you're not going to lose body fat. So by adding in some time restricted feeding into your daily routine, what you're actually doing is that you're saving some calories for the evening. Think about when you mess up on your diet, it's probably come the end of the day when you're out of routine. Throughout work you find it really easy to stick to an eating pattern, yet when you're home there's that temptation. So why not skip breakfast, say for example, not the most important meal of the day, shall I add? So by skipping breakfast it's saving you maybe 300 to 400 calories that you can then put on come the end of the day. And that way you have more food that you can play with, which is going to allow you to stay on track when usually you'd mess up. Think of the time that you wake up and maybe you live with your girlfriend and you go downstairs, she makes a piece of toast and you just eat it out of convenience. Think of maybe you're a father and you've got kids and you want to eat with them at breakfast and you just start picking their pieces of toast that they're not eating. That's just eating down to convenience, and by fasting throughout this period it saves you calories. What it also does, so these time restricted feeding, is that say that 16 hours you go without food, come 12 o'clock on the Wednesday you are going to be really hungry, and it teaches you what the true feeling of hunger actually feels like. Because so many times, like I mentioned earlier, we eat out of convenience. We eat because society has given us this rule that we must eat at 9 a.m, we must eat at 1 p.m, we must eat at 7 p.m. It's a load of horse shit. We should eat when we're hungry, and that's what fasting does. It allows you to understand the true feeling of hunger, and it will teach you in the long run that you will start eating when you're hungry, not just out of convenience and not just out of what society has taught us. Now I know exactly what you're thinking. Oh, my friend Dave started fasting and he lost a considerable amount of weight. Yes, because Dave was skipping out breakfast where he was usually having a piece of toast with Nutella on it, it's around 200 calories, 300 even, a bowl of Cocoa Pops with milk, another 200 calories. So Dave was automatically skipping out 500 calories by skipping a meal, and by restricting his feeding periods, so that is breakfast in the morning, then he was automatically cutting out 500 calories from his diet, and if we multiply that over 7 days, that's 3,500 calories that Dave is now, or has cut away from his diet. So if you think of it like that, fasting can work, but please don't forget that come the end of the day, if you're still eating too many calories, whether you fast or not, it's going to be absolutely pointless because you still won't lose body fat because you are not creating that calorie deficit, which, as you should know by now, is absolutely essential if you want to lose body fat. I hope you enjoyed that 2 Minute Tuesday. Leave a like if you thought it was good. Tag a friend in it if they think that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Tag another friend in it if they think that fasting is the be all and end all, because it's not. It's a great tool that you can implement into your daily routine. And yeah, I hope it's helped you, and I'll see you next Tuesday.